In today's North American society, gender relations in the movies portray a vast inequality among males and females. We are naturally born a certain sex, but our gender, how we behave, and how we relate to one another is determined by the society we live in. Source Code, a movie written by Ben Rippler and directed by Duncan Jones, is a movie made by men for men. The movie appeals to males because of the action, violence, and heroism. In Source Code, the male character Colter Stevens, played by Jake Gyllenhaal, represents masculinity and control through force and violence, while the female character Christina Warren, played by Michelle Monaghan, represents sensitivity and romanticism while being submissive to her male counterpart. She spends the majority of the movie following Colter Stevens' strange behavior without question. This portrays a common theme of patriarchal hierarchy in society. Men rule while women serve. This theme remains constant throughout the movie, when looking at the only other female character, Colleen Goodwill, played by Vera Farmiga. Early in the movie, she seems to be in a position of leadership by giving orders to Colter Stevens, but soon we find out she's following the orders of her superior, Dr. Rutledge. At the end of the movie, Captain Goodwill gives in to her sensitive side and submits to Colter Stevens' persuasion, allowing him to stay in the source code. When examining the characteristics of the two main characters, we see that Colter Stevens is commanding, determined, and even neglects authority at times in order to get his mission complete. On the other hand, Christina seems lost and without direction. The idea of taking a meditation trip overseas to find herself is a very woman thing to do and seen in other movies.
If you could clear out all that space in your mind.
In the beginning of the movie, she takes his advice and quits her job in order to travel, think, and reflect on life. However, at the end of Source Code, it seems that she might give up her plans for the opportunity at love. And in fact, at the end of the movie, she does. This kind of message is nothing new to us. We have been watching women play these types of roles for decades. Women are exposed to these stereotypes starting at a very young age. Cartoons such as Cinderella, Snow White, and Beauty and the Beast depict women characters as weak and insecure, spending their lives in search for an enchanted prince that will rescue them from their lives of hardship and suffering. The male characters are often portrayed as powerful figures and heroes. This idea of men holding power over women can be seen in other sources of media. The media uses social cues that are already present in society to portray certain themes and ideals in order to sell them. But what happens when they go too far? Gender relations in advertisement, for example, often portray women as nothing more than objects, sending a distorted message to society. Women are portrayed with no real value, and men learn to treat them that way. Real life doesn't always have a romantic ending like we see in Source Code. The objectification of women in movies and advertisements can lead to serious consequences. It is true that movies such as Source Code use social cues that are already present in our society, but not everything is taken from reality. Movies and media don't just reflect our world and our lives. They are used as an instrument to shape society. The film industry must take more responsibility and understand the consequences behind the ideals they create.
One of these mornings